You'll live. Hey guys, what's happening? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and I've got another round of total chaos to give to you today. I've got Nick Parsons from the Insiders Room. How's it going, Nick? You're the champ. You took down Higgs. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great after doing that. That's no small feat. Higgs is a really tough opponent, so I'll take that win and try to defend it here against Mr. Kaiser.
Mr. Kaiser, how are you doing, Dan?
Doing good. Looking forward to this opportunity to take down Nick.
Nick's not an easy one. He's not an easy one. So this should be good. I'm excited about this one. So if you guys haven't seen Total Chaos before, here's how it works. I'm going to give them 5 games that happen on Thursday, August the 19th. They're going to let me know if they go over or under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the Total Chaos champion. Are you guys ready to rock?
Let's do it. Ready to rock.
All right, Nicholas Parsons, you're the champ, so you're going to start it off. Brewers are at the Cardinals, and your number is 8.
These teams have a hard time scoring runs. They have decent pitching. They have good bullpens. Obviously, Woodruff is fantastic. It'd be hard to find any faults in his game there. Lester, so for his new team, he's coming off a really decent outing for his new team there. He gave up just 1 run over almost 6 innings there. But the bottom line is here, Allie, I just don't trust Lester to be able to produce that back-to-back. In his previous start before that, he gave up 5 runs. He's 4-6 with a 5.32 ERA. Today's game is, as we record this or do this live, I guess we're not recording. But, yeah, it's a lower scoring game too. So you know me, I'm a contrarian. I'm going to go over in this one.
Over you go. Yeah, I'm a habitual Lester fader, and I did fade him on that first start. It didn't work out for me, but I'm looking to do it again. Okay, I'm not jumping off that horse. Dan Kaiser, what are you thinking about this one?
Well, it's a good way to start this thing. I'm going opposite Nick on this one. I'm taking the under. I know. I'm not a Lester fan. He stunk when he was with the Nationals. I can't throw the whole season array just on one good outing, but even if the Brewers score 6 or 7, I don't know if they can score off of Woodruff. And if you just look at Woodruff, though, he hasn't got much run support this season. 12 times this season, the Brewers have put up 3 runs or less. In his last 10 starts, the under is 6-3-1. I don't know if the Brewers bats just think we got Woodruff on the mound and we don't have to do a lot. I don't know if they lose concentration. I just don't know, but they can't seem to score when he's on the mound. And it's a good thing he's such a great pitcher, or he'd probably have a under 500 record. So I think it's going to be close to this number, but I think it's going to just stay under.
All right, we're staying under on that one. And then Tim Earle, for anyone in the chat, Tim Earle just dropped in. Where is it? There it is. Dropped in. This is the YouTube channel link for the Insiders Room. If you guys want to check out Nick Parsons, Dan Kaiser, I know you mingle in the Insiders Room too. Nick Earle, Tim Earle, y'all get your handicapper business going on. So that's in the chat if you guys want to click on it and subscribe to the Insiders Room. Lots of great stuff over there all the time. All right, Dan, this one's on you. Mets are at the Dodgers, and the number is 8.
Yeah, let's just look at the Mets. They got Walker, Tuan Walker pitching. His last outing went 6 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, an earned run, struck out 8, and that was against the same Dodgers team. The Dodgers don't have a pitcher listed at this moment, but some things I've seen that Buehler may go, and he dominated the Dodgers last time out. The problem is the Mets just can't hit. They're bottom 5 in basically all offensive categories, and they're bottom 10 in average and OPS and slugging. So I just don't see them scoring many runs. I think Walker will keep the Dodgers bats somewhat at bay. So I'm taking the under in this one.
Under we go. Nick, how do you feel about it?
I'm getting in the car with Dan here. I'm seeing Buehler listed as well. And if that's the case, yeah, I definitely like the under here as well. I think Walker can challenge Buehler into the later frames there. And I think the real story is you look at these two guys whip, Walker 1.18, Buehler 0.94. And as Dan pointed out, the Mets on the best of nights have a hard time producing any runs. And I think they'll definitely have another difficult time here against Buehler. So I'm going under.
All right. It's funny. It's Walker and Bueller because, like, his name is Walker Bueller. So that might have been confusing for some of you, but we know what we're doing over here. Okay. So Marlins are at the Reds. Nick Parsons. It is a 7.5.
Yeah, an interesting number there because Castillo, when you look at his season numbers there, he's 6-12 with a 4.51 ERA, but he's been a lot better since the All-Star break. He gave up 3 runs against the Phillies over 7 innings. He struck out 8 in his last outing. And previous to that, he gave up just 1 run over 7 innings. So he's definitely turned the corner after a slow start. He's not going to be lacking for motivation here, obviously, to finish up strong. The Reds are in the hunt. And then Thompson, he's been one of the consistent bright spots for the Marlins, despite his win-loss record, 2-5. He still has a 2.91 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with the under here.
Under we go. Dan, are you in or are you out?
See, I'm jumping out. I'm out.
Jumping out?
Yeah, I'm jumping out of that car. I'm not getting it. I'm done with riding with Nick. Yeah, man, see, it was a funny thing. He likes my picks when I throw him out there, but I don't like his. So yeah, I'm taking out. I just think this is a kind of a low number when you're going against one of the best offenses in baseball. I mean, Cincinnati can score tons of runs, in its single inning. And as you said, Castillo's pitched pretty well the last month or so, but I still can't get the beginning of the season. I can't get that taste out of my mouth because he cost me a few times. So yeah, I think this is just a low number for a Reds game. So I'm gonna take the over.
All right, so we disagree again. That's okay. Someone's going to win the game. Twins are at the Yankees, Dan. We got a number of 10.5. What's your play?
I'm taking the over in this one also. Minnesota's just been an over team all season. Whether it's because they hit the cover off the baseball or they can't get anybody out on the mound. So the Yankees have been a strange team all season. They struggled to begin with. They seem to be coming on right now. They picked up Joey Gallo. He's been pounding the ball, at least hitting home runs. It's like home runs or strikeouts for that guy. I think 9.5, I think, or 10.5. I still think this game will go over that number.
Every time I saw Joey Gallo during the Field of Dreams game, I was like, man, that was the best timing to get traded ever. Look what you get to do now. All right, Nick, what do you say about the Twins at the Yankees?
I'll go over as well. Yeah, the Twins bullpen has just been horrible of late. They've nothing to play for here. The Yankees are playing a lot better. Now, Talon, he's been a lot better after a shaky start there with the Yankees. But Gant, when you look at his numbers, he's 4-6 with a 3.42 ERA, but he's making his first start. He's been working out of the bullpen for the Twins the entire time, and so he's making his first start here. This is a difficult start to make against the Yankees in New York in the middle of August, so I'm going over.
Over we go. Gant was my no-run first inning guy at the beginning of the season. Every time I saw him, no-run first inning. He cashed me all kinds of stuff until he didn't, and then I stopped betting on that. Phillies are at the Diamondbacks. This is our last one. 8.5 to you, Nick.
I'm going to go with the under just because I really like Wheeler. He's coming off sort of a mediocre start for his standards. He gave up 4 runs in a loss to Cincinnati. Previous to that, he shut out his former squad 3-0 versus the Mets. But he's been, a really consistent bright spot for the Phillies here. And Bumgarner, he's exceeded expectations. I mean, he's been on again, off again with his performance, but he still has a decent whip at 1.15. So I'm going under here.
Under we go. I know Bumgarner. I want him to do much better than he does, but yeah, okay. He's like one of those when I bet him, he loses, and if I don't bet him, he wins. I have that relationship with Madison. Right. That's how we roll. Dan, what's your relationship with Madison? Complicated? I get that.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated with a lot of teams this year. But I'm with Nick. I'm taking the under in this one. As you said, Wheeler's been great this season. In 23 starts, it's gone under 15 times. But I just look at these two teams over the last 10 games. Philadelphia's gone over this number of 8.5 just twice in their last 10 games. And 6 of those games were against the Dodgers and Cincinnati, which aren't bad offensive teams.
Right.
Arizona has gone over this number 5. Has gone over this number 5 of their last 10. But Arizona seems to be one of those teams. They either score a ton of runs or they can't score any. And I think with Wheeler on the mound, they don't score any. So I'm with Nick. I'm going to take the under in this one.
All right. Well, that's a good breakdown. I'm with you there. Okay, so let's do a little bit of recapping here. Let me find my spot. There we go. We're going to do a little bit of recapping before we do. Can everyone just hit that thumbs up button real quick? Let us know that you like what we're putting out here. If you want to find Nick Parsons, look for him on Twitter at The Insiders Room. Dan Kaiser is over at Dan Kaiser Sports, and you can find them both at picksandparlays.net. If you're looking for Nick Parsons, you want to search for The Insiders Room. And if you're looking for Dan Kaiser, you want to search for Dan Kaiser. Okay. And while you're there, make sure you use our new promo code FAN. FAN will save you 20% off of the entire site, all of their premium picks and plays. Nick, what do you got lined up for us? There's a lot going on. Are you doing?
There sure is. I mean, Thursday.
What's going on?
Exactly. Yeah. Thursday night. It's a big game. Week 2 of the preseason in the NFL. College football is just around the corner. And so, you know what? I'm just sort of preparing for the beginning of everything. And so this year, basketball, the NHL, it's all going to start correct on the correct times. College basketball. I mean, we hope, unless something other crazy happens, but no, it should all. So listen, I'm just gearing up. I'm getting ready. We've been really consistent all year. And so I'm really ready to, sink my teeth into this football season for sure.
I love it. I've already got college football bets out. So don't think
Nice.
I don't, because I've got 4 already in the hole.
I've been looking at the boards for sure, so I'm getting ready too.
Good. All right, we should talk. Let's compare some notes.
All right.
Dan Kaiser, what do you got going on over at picksandparlays.net?
Basically just getting through this final month or so of baseball. I've been on a pretty good run this month for sure. I don't do preseason football. I don't see the point, but that's for another show.
I get that.
Yeah.
And college, like Nick said, it's college football is right around the corner. I think it's 16 days or something.
Yeah.
So,
it's exciting.
Then NFL's not coming far behind. So yeah, it's you got to get ready for football and hit that running and just making sure I don't bury myself in those last 2 weeks of baseball. And there we go.
That's a good call right there. All right. So people at home, we are going to do a recap. Remember, when these two agree, those are the most valuable plays on the show. The consensus picks. Brewers are at the Cardinals. The number is 8. Nick is going over. Dan is going under. We've got the Mets at the Dodgers, the total of 8. They are both taking that one to go under. Marlins at the Reds, 7.5. 7.5. Nick is going under. Dan takes it over. The Twins are at the Yankees. Big number at 10.5. It's a big number for a reason. They're both going over that total. And then the Phillies are at the Diamondbacks. It's at an 8 and a hook. Nick and Dan are both taking that one under. So we've got 1, 2, 3 consensus picks in there. Money. I like it.
So there could be a split then. Is that right? Because we each.
Yeah, you could split. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
That never happened.
Oh, you want to talk about college football, do you? Well, that's going to be another show, friend. All right. That's going to be another show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and James Lil, this is in your comment box. Hit that youtube.com. That is the Insiders Room YouTube channel. They do lots of college football talk, just like we do here at Picks and Parlays. So don't forget to ring your bell for notifications, hit subscribe, and like the Picks and Parlays channel as well. As always, we appreciate you guys for watching and joining in. Nick, Dan, may the best.
Thank you, Ellie. All right. See you, Dan.